Welcome back!
We're going to tell you about day number 4 of the conference.
Day number 4.
Oh, for me it's day number 4. It's actually day number 3. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes, the third conference day. And of course, before we told you already about the workshops, though it has been quite a week already.
Very busy, very exciting, very tiring as well.
Yes, and I'm especially, did a lot of things Thursday, but they were not all conference talks. Like I said before, I went to the open space. I met up with Kristina Kasanicova. She's from Tech Talk, the people behind the tool SpecFlow. And she wanted to talk to me about how we're using SpecFlow and how she is using it, and wanted to share ideas about using SpecFlow for automated testing.
That's cool. So we had been using SpecFlow for a long time at our previous assignments. What did you learn from that talk? Have you gotten any new ideas?
Well, I gotten some new ideas, but I mainly learned that we're doing very well, and that she had run into some things that we solved the same way. So that's
Awesome.
really cool. But we had a lovely chat, and it was really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Thursday, I mean, I didn't do much during the day. No, I was talking to a lot of interesting people, and I was preparing the hands-on session I had at the end of the day.
Yes, very nice. It was really cool to see all these people engage with you.
It started late. It was by about
It was the last talk of the day before the last keynote.
Right? But it was around 5, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah. So the people were tired, and so it wasn't as interactive as I had hoped. Yeah, but it was still a lot of fun. We had first we had James Lindsay in front behind the laptop, and people were looking at the big screen which ET charter, or he was doing a test, an exploratory test, and the people in the audience had to guess what his ET charter would look like.
It was fun. They were pretty close. They guessed pretty well, actually.
One of them really was spot on.
Yeah.
And then there was a volunteer who did the same, and the key learning of that exercise was, well, what do you see? What differences do you see in the observations of yourself, between yourself and other people, and what does that learn about yourself? So that was awesome to do. I got some good feedback from that. That was awesome.
Cool.
And after that, we went straight to
the keynote.
Yes. And it was impressive.
It was. He got a standing ovation, and it was 100% deserved.
Yeah. Because
it was really a touching story.
The keynote was by Kevin Harris.
Yes.
And it was about, well, self-care.
It was about mental health, and he had a really personal, vulnerable story to share about his decline into depression. And it really resonated with the room, and he had some really confronting points up on his slide for both of us, I think. You do a lot, you want a lot from your life, and it can go all down the drain if you don't watch yourself.
Yes, and it's really easy to just ignore your own boundaries and ignore that your body is telling you that you're going too far and that you have to stop right now. It happens to a lot of people, and many people in the room were touched and got emotional themselves because they recognized themselves in that situation.
Yeah.
So Kevin told us about the signs that your body gives you to tell you that you are stressed and that you need to take care of yourself, you need to do something.
Yes.
And fortunately, he also had a lot of tips on what to do to get yourself out of that situation, to make yourself better and healthier. and we're putting the list of those points in the description of this video.
Yes, so take care of yourself. Everyone who's watching this, it's very important, you know, even in your job, if you don't take care of yourself, then you know, you're not gonna be your best, and you know, you don't want to do that to yourself. You know, you deserve better. And yeah, after that keynote, I went to, there was a break, which was nice for me. I took a break, and there was a games night to, you know, which was
lighten up everything.
Yeah, like, it was really contrast. So you went to see the games night. I had a bit of a rest. What did you do over there?
The games night was a big hall with lots of tables and games on that table, on the tables, and they picked specific games that were interesting to maybe try out at home with your own teams, because there were points to learn.
Nice.
One of the most interesting games, I'm sorry I forgot the name, I will ask Eddy. Eddy DE Bruin and Bart Knaack facilitated the games night. This specific game had to be played by 3 people or 3 teams. So one person was the developer.
Okay.
But he was blind. He was blindfolded.
Okay.
And there were a lot of like 3-dimensional Tetris cubes in different shapes.
Okay.
And he had to build something from those shapes while being blindfolded. So how does he know what to do? There was a project manager standing next to him, and he was telling him what to do. So move a little bit left, pick up this one, turn it around, flip it, things like that. But how did the project manager know what to build? The third person was the architect. The architect had a card on which the shapes were displayed. That was the plan, the design. But the architect wasn't allowed to speak. So he had to sign and make gestures with his fingers and do something to make clear to the project manager what he wanted, what the design looked like.
Yeah.
And that game is all about communication and interpretation and creativity as well. And it's really fun to do, but it's even more fun to fail at it. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it may be frustrating, but the rounds are a couple of minutes, maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes, I don't know. So it doesn't bore very easily, and it doesn't get the frustration up that high to be tired of the game. That was great. And we also played Fluxx, which is a
classic.
Yeah, flexible card game. The rules change constantly, like in an Agile project, things can change constantly.
Okay. Oh, cool connection.
Yes, exactly. And there were also fun games that were just fun games and not much points to learn from it, like the Great Dalmuti and other card games like that. Set.
Okay. So it was fun for everybody.
Yeah, you
people
could walk
wanted
in.
to learn. People wanted to just play a game.
Yep.
And have a fun evening.
And you could walk in, walk out, and you can join the game at the table or quit and interact in between, or just watch. There were a lot of people just watching. That was fun as well. Yeah.
Well, I went to have a little bit of a rest and have a little bit of a self-care, because that's really important. Last year, this day was my breakdown day, my Knackdag, and this year I managed to pace myself. I got rest when I needed it. I even went to bed on in the afternoon.
Took a nap.
Took a nap, or just really, the FOMO is real with a conference, but
fear of missing out.
Yeah, the fear of missing out. But you need to really watch yourself. So I did that.
So last year I made the same mistakes, and I changed that this year as well. So I didn't go to that many talks. There were days that I went to 1 or 2 talks even. But of course I was really anxious about the talks that I was going to do myself. So I also, at a certain time, I took a nap.
Yeah.
The only mistake I made this time, again, was just staying up way too late. It's just so much fun. After the games night, the people that had the games and wanted to play moved to the lobby. I think it was 3:30 when I went to bed last night. So maybe third time's a charm. Next year I can pace myself even better.
Yeah, but you did manage to go to some talks this day.
That's right. Well, some talks. I went to my colleague. He had a talk this morning, Nick van de Heuvel. He had a talk about the similarities between cycling and testing.
Oh, cool.
Because did you know that he once, a couple of years ago, won the Dutch Championship of mountain biking?
Really?
Mountain biking competition. Yes, he got first prize.
Wow, yeah. That's impressive.
He was really good at it. And he had some things to tell us about focusing, about taking small steps to grow and to improve yourself. It was really interesting.
Cool.
And that was a fact of my colleague that I didn't know myself yet. So
nice.
Really cool. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, yeah, so now you're leaving. I'm leaving only tomorrow, but you're gonna go home this evening.
Yes, our plane goes back to the Netherlands tonight. I have a really short weekend because Sunday I'm flying to another conference.
Oh, that's right. You're going to Eurostar.
Yeah, I have a talk there as well.
Wow.
I have to say I'm a little bit glad that the Agile Testing Days was first, because I know that the activities here are so more, it's so much fun. And also I'm staying here at the conference hotel, so I can go to bed anytime I want.
Yeah,
that's the
really
case
good.
in Prague. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. They have also at night a couple of social events that are really nice, and some of the people I met here will be there next week too. So
that's really cool.
I get to meet them too. Yeah.
Well, it has been a fantastic conference, and I really, Jose and Uwe and all the other
and the volunteers.
Volunteers, all the other fantastic volunteers and speakers. They managed to make this conference into such a welcoming, warm, awesome space for all testers.
Yeah, you got a lot of information and free hugs.
Oh yes.
Lots of hugs.
Lots of hugs.
And only if you want to, though, because
that's true.
It's a context. What is it? The conduct.
Code of conduct.
Code of conduct.
Yes. You consent to your hugs, of course. Yeah.
That's right. So I'm fairly sure that I will be attending next year. So if not as a speaker again, because I really liked it, then as a normal attendee. And I hope that more colleagues come with me this time.
Yes.
There was 4 of us, and maybe next time 10 or something. Come on, Bartosz. You can do it.
Nice. Well, I hope to attend as well, and it was such a wonderful time here. So that's gonna be it for us covering this.
That's a wrap for Agile Testing Days 2019.
See you next year. Bye.
Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe.